All right, so I'm going to do a quick update on everything that we have on the truck, kind of how everything's going. We've been running everything on here for a while now, a couple camping trips. This is our second night of this particular trip, or third night, or fourth night. But we first couple nights were hotels with water parks. So last night and tonight we're camping on BLM free land. So one thing right off the bat is I have right up here the Spider cab rack that we recently installed, and it's a no drill setup, which is awesome. So you don't have to drill into your cab. And I put a couple of big tubs up here we have skateboards and scooters up here, and then we have our sleeping bags and some extra clothes actually on the other side. So this has been super handy. It's really tough. I mean, anyway, it's good stuff. And then, so in here, I still have, we'll set it up real quick. So in here, I still have the Jackery 1000, which has been working like a champ. I love this thing. It's plenty of juice for what we need. One thing that I did kind of screw up on is I have the Jackery solar panel, and either I broke it or something happened to it and it's not working. So what I had to do was I actually I have this cord running through the back window into the cigarette lighter, so that when we're driving it's charging this, and which has kind of been a little bit of a bummer, or a little bit of a caused a little bit of anxiety, because I'm like, oh crap, how am I going to charge this thing? But luckily it comes with the extra stuff, so you can charge from the cigarette lighter, which is great. So when you're driving, it's charging, because this is what it's powering back here. We have the Iceco VL65. This thing is, seriously, it's probably one of my favorite things on this, because you would think, like, I mean, it's not a big deal. Get a nice chest, put some ice in there, it's fine. It'll get you through what you need to do. But I think for us, it's like one of those things where not having to stop for ice all the time, and not having all your food be soaked all the time, man, this thing's awesome. It is worth every single penny that you pay for it, and it's actually really not that expensive. But it's dual zone, so you can keep one cooler, one not as cold, so like a freezer and a fridge. But I just keep it one temp across everything, so everything stays the same temperature. And then I got their slide, and this thing is awesome too. I mean, just that little part right there, because my wife's a little bit shorter, she can't really get in there, and it's awkward to try to get in here, and it doesn't lift up and all this stuff. So this thing right here is awesome, and it doesn't have to come all the way out. You can actually do a half or a little bit. Let's see, where is it at? There it is. You can pull it out that way. It's quick access, or you can pull out all the way. So, and then nice and easy, good, smooth setup. So that works out great. For water, we actually just have this like little, 5-gallon or 10-gallon water jug that we got from one of the sporting goods stores in Bend. And what else? I got these little lights. I don't have them in here right now because they're just magnet lights. They put right up here, and I have a little remote that turns the lights on. So we're just thinking, like, hey, if a bear comes up and he's messing around with our stuff, turn the lights on, make some noise, he'll run away. The rack, the Slatener Designs rack, I mean, this thing is amazing. I love this system, and this is why I love it, because I mean, you get these big cargo boxes and you can put anything in there. Right now we put pillows. I still haven't figured that out. I keep saying it's the world's most expensive pillow holder, but it also holds this, and it keeps it secure because it has the locks. You lock it up and it's great. So then we have this the water port up here. We actually haven't used it yet. We plan on using it tonight because this is our second night. We're gonna rinse off and do a little shower. And of course, the CVT tent. This thing's awesome. It fits all 5 of us. Plus, when you put the annex on there, I mean, it's like an apartment. So, and we have Duke down there when we do have it set up. So everything so far is awesome. and everything's working really great. This deck system, I can't forget that. This is by far one of the most like useful organizational things you can get. I mean, it just, look at all that storage. And there's actually more. There's another little bit behind there that I have my toolbox in. And so we have two of these, one and then one over there. And it's great. So anyway, that was a quick update. If you have any questions about any of this stuff, let me know. Oh, the last little thing was, actually got the cell phone booster. The, what is it called? The direct reach, something like that. Cell phone booster. There's the antenna. It actually runs. I put it through the back of the cab right there and underneath the seat, and it runs kind of underneath the floorboard into underneath the driver's front seat, and then I have the actual cell signal booster or whatever in there, and it works great. The only thing is, you know, it's not going to create a signal, so if there's no signal in there, it's not going to do anything for you. But if there's a signal, it'll amplify it. And we've been kind of out in we've been out in the middle of nowhere, and so far so good. I mean, there's also like some areas just have a voice signal, so you're not going to get data. You're not going to be able to surf the web and do all that stuff, but you'll be able to call, which is great. And then if there is like the actual data signal in the area, it'll amplify that too. And every time, what's up, sissy? Stuff. The sky. That's what you're supposed to say.
Oh, right.
And then every time you do that, I notice it's on and we're in the truck, like it always gives you an extra couple bars on the signal. But again, it's not always giving you an extra couple signals of data. It could just be voice signal. So that's the other thing to keep in mind. But everything on here, worth its weight in gold. Not worth more than this little lady, though. You having fun so far?
Yeah.
Yeah? Good trip. Got more to do. Oh, and then we got the little traction.
Oh, yeah, we almost forgot about that.
They're not Max Tracks. They're the X-Bowl. But they work just fine. Yeah. And they're, you know, I'm sure I was told that the Max Tracks are a little bit bigger and they're more durable. So I'm thinking if I was doing like an extreme overlanding trip, you know, maybe these wouldn't be the best, but for what we need it for, I'm only in one vehicle and we're not, you know, we're not getting into super crazy stuff to where I have to use those all the time and make sure that they're can be used multiple times, whereas like they're basically a leveling kit for me right now. So, but again, these may work just fine. I've seen reviews on the YouTube that they work great. Can only figure it out over time, so I'll do more reviews down the road. All right, we'll talk to you later.